Hi, community. Welcome back to another episode. Today, I'm here with Merlin, a sustainable fashion designer here in Cape Town, South Africa. I'm so excited to chat about her and dive into sustainable and luxury fashion and how she has successfully produced this collection. Merlin, welcome.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for being our first official guest
I'm so excited.
since launching YouTube. So as I said, we're going to be talking about your journey on producing and creating this beautiful clothing line. Tell us first of all about you, your inspiration, and why this specific collection, because you could have done anything, but you've chosen to design the pieces that you have and take up this journey.
I chose these pieces because they are timeless. They're going to last forever. And that's the whole point of the collection. It's creating something that's going to last forever. They are luxury because they are made well, and they are made out of natural fabrics, and the design is intentional. And so they are going to last you a lifetime. And the piece's style is timeless because of that reason. It's going to outlive trends.
And what about your personal journey into sustainable living, sustainable fashion? What would have inspired that? Was there something in your journey of just being a woman, being a human, and liking clothes, liking style, and then deciding, you know what, I'm noticing a gap in a certain way? What was that moment that changed for you?
I think it's always been like that for me.
Wow.
My mother raised me like that. She was extremely conscious of what we put in our bodies and what we surround ourselves with, and nothing that is toxic. So I've always kind of had that mindset, and then separately went into fashion with my own style and ideas.
Okay.
And then as it came time to produce, I was purposely looking for fabrics that would work with that. With those morals and being conscious about what you put on your body, what you put on your skin, and the environment. So I went in combining those two.
That is absolutely beautiful. So as a fashion designer, graduated in fashion school, and obviously now you have a collection, what sort of challenges did you face, especially in a country like South Africa, where we face limitations as far as fabric and manufacturing, CMTs, and what sort of challenges have you faced producing this collection?
It is a lot more expensive to produce in South Africa. It's a lot more expensive to get the fabrics. It's way cheaper to just go and find it online in another country and order it. But it is more expensive to go, which I do, is go look for the fabric in person and select it myself, feel it, see what works, try different things. And then it's also more expensive to produce it here. But I think it's really important that the collection is sourced here and made here, designed here as well.
Yes. I love that part of producing this collection, you've worked with what you describe as an 8-year-old man. Am I right? Tell me about him and the CMTs, the people behind making these clothing. Because as I understand, you design, and of course you have this team of CMTs and this valuable man who's got so much valuable experience.
Yes, so true.
So how is that experience like behind the scene, working with someone who is, who's traveled the journey of making clothes and appreciating fabric and appreciating quality, and of course a strong team that he has. Yeah.
It's been amazing. I'm so lucky to have found him and met him. He is a tailor. He makes alterations to other people's clothes. But I had already gone through so many different CNCs and so many different pattern makers, and there was always something that wasn't right. It was like, even though I'd given instructions for that extra long leg, the pants were too short, or the pockets weren't right. There was always something, a lot of back and forth. Other pattern makers that were, back and forth as well. And he just immediately understood. And I'm not good with technology, so I hand draw things. I have photo references, and I put all these ideas together. I'll bring in references and show him details of different things, and he's able to make that vision real just from what I've explained. So I'm really lucky to have found him. So great. And that's obviously what comes with all those years of experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how do we bottle him? Preserve
Yes,
that
we
knowledge,
need to.
preserving that knowledge because
Yeah.
of age, and of course maybe the CMTs that he works with or assistants that he has are younger people. Is he
Yes.
passing on that experience?
I
Are
hope so.
anybody else in his team that
There's only one other person in his team,
Ooh.
so
Yeah.
I hope she's learning all the skills, and which
Yeah.
I think she is. I think because there are large quantities at times, like
Okay.
40 scarves and
Yeah.
25 shirts. Then I think she's the one helping, so she is learning his skills, I believe.
That's beautiful. That's absolutely inspiring,
Yeah.
and I hope that it all just goes well as it already is.
Thank you.
And then deciding on obviously producing a luxury line in a climate where our economy is not as strong, and then deciding to obviously the pricing will be in that luxe, line. How was that for you? Looking at the challenges that are economical in our country,
Yes.
but still deciding that, I still want this to be a luxury line.
Okay.
I guess in our country that would be hard. If you are probably in the States, in the US, in the UK, that would be a different story.
Yes,
but in our country, it's
it is more difficult. But I think once people understand from things like this, the cost of making things here, getting the fabric here, making it here, and everything done really well so that it lasts. You only need to buy this once and it's going to last your whole life. So I think, that's what you are paying for. And if those values are important to you, then the money would be worth it.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. I spoke to a young man who was part of a program of a youth that are looking for mentors, and
amazing.
Yes, that was just so beautiful to have been part of that. And what he shared with me is that he wants to be a fashion designer, and of course his parents are saying, don't do it. Go be an accountant, a doctor, a lawyer. What are you doing with this? You're wasting money, you're wasting time.
100%.
But he spoke to me to say, what's your advice? And of course I gave him advice, but what would your advice be now that you've gone to fashion school, you've produced a collection, and you've had successful sales so far? So what would your advice be?
I think just to keep doing it. If you're passionate about it and you love it, just keep doing it and do it 100%. Everything you do, put 100% into it. And if you're passionate about it, of course it will work out. You can't go wrong if you're giving it your all.
Just go for it.
Go for it.
I love that. What I specifically like about your coats is that, first of all, they're long. Particularly for us girls that are over 1'8", right? Yes. And I saw a customer obviously was trying your coat, and she styled it in such, just multiple ways, from a dress to it being open, a bit edgy. It's so versatile, and like you say, it's like a suit sort of material and cut as well.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. So let's talk about her. Let's talk about the woman that you're designing for. What is she like? What is she like?
To me, she's just cool and chic, but effortless. I want the clothes to give the feeling where you can just throw them on and you look amazing and you didn't have to try.
Yeah.
And also the Merlin woman values quality over quantity. She cares about where her clothes are coming from and how long they're going to last and what they're made out of. So those are her values, and she cares about that when she's choosing her clothes.
That's beautiful. And we had a successful launch.
Yay!
Let's pause there. So when did you finally have this collection ready?
It happened quite quickly. I think maybe a week before I contacted you, I would
Wow.
say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think in a space of about, is it 3 weeks you would say, or 4 weeks?
Yeah.
4 weeks, 3 weeks, right?
Yeah. Yes. I'd say 3 weeks.
3 weeks, I think.
It happened quite
so quick. In a space of 3 weeks, you had a collection ready.
Yes.
Worked with amazing CMT, plus that 8-year-old.
Yeah. Well,
yes.
It's took 3 years before I met
that. Of course, right?
But
just getting everything ready, from just the CMTs, the collection, to having a successful launch. That's amazing. So CMTs, everything is ready. You getting in contact with CLC and having the collection in our store, which is amazing. Same day or a day after, we had the collection on our e-commerce as well. and then a launch.
Yeah,
Right?
amazing.
How was that?
Everything happened so quickly. It was amazing. I had no idea it was going to end up like that. It was beautiful. All the people there, the food was amazing, the energy, the vibes, it was beautiful.
It was so inspiring also seeing, your community coming through for you.
Yes.
I must say. Yeah.
I didn't even realize I had a community
until that day.
Yeah. When it's something that happens so slowly over years, you feel like you're just by yourself doing it. And then to see everyone together and enjoying the collection and seeing it in real life. Wow. That was amazing.
How important is community when you are building your dream?
I think it is very important because they are obviously motivating you, telling you to keep going, telling you doing the right thing. And it's also good to get feedback from them, what's wrong and what's right.
Yes.
And yeah, they can give you good advice when you need it, depending on what's the right move to make. And also, especially with clothes, like, I mean, I'd say the 3 people closest to me have tried on the pieces at every phase of making it and giving feedback. So that's been really important.
That's beautiful. And I think most importantly, when they spend their money.
Yes. That's when you know they love you.
That's when you know they got your back. I love that. So we're celebrating this autumn-winter collection, but you are already working on spring-summer.
Yes.
Are you able to give us a little hint of what's coming?
I can. For me, since I started with winter, I think it's always going to be summer is a reflection of winter. It's a summer version of winter. So everything that you've seen, it's going to be a summer version of that. Plus a little bit extra because now I know what I'm doing and I've got like a solid team. It's not so much trial and error. I know exactly what I'm doing. So it's going to be a few more pieces than the winter.
That's exciting.
So that is exciting.
Obviously with the autumn winter where it's more tailored obviously and neutrals. Are we looking at color for summer?
We are not looking at color. No? Or maybe I'm thinking maybe some animal print. If we do color.
So pattern.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I love zebra, I love leopard.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But definitely a reflection of winter, button-ups, the oversizedness, but it's going to be shorter.
Yes. Oh, lovely.
Still structured and tailored. Even though the shirt's short, it's still going to be structured.
Yeah, structured. Yeah. Beautiful. What I've noticed with obviously the autumn winter range is that we have extra length. I appreciate an extra length any day. You and I both.
Tall girl.
Would you say that this collection was made with a tall woman in mind?
Definitely it was, being a tall woman and struggling to find things that are long enough in the sleeves and in the pants and coats. So definitely it was, but it's for everyone.
It's for everyone still, okay. But at least you know where to go if you want
tall
women clothes.
Very true.
An item that will last in your wardrobe, that will fit well. I love those high-waist trousers. If I didn't have 2 pairs already, I would have grabbed one already. Yes, exactly. This is so beautiful. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity and pleasure to be part of your journey.
Thank you so much for being a part of it. I'm so happy and grateful to have met you guys.
Yes, and look what you have done. Now you are on YouTube as well. Yeah. Any final words to our community that's watching?
Just thank you so much for the love and for the support, and I hope you enjoy the collection, and I can't wait to show you what's next.
Yay! And you guys can look forward to a spring-summer launch.
Yes.
We might be having a mini fashion show at the store, so keep an eye for that. Bye for now.
Bye.